You do things in a hurry. Na unaitisha pesa. And you can imagine that old man can fix the machine and ask you to use it to be paid later. Can you do that? It's very hard for a young man to do that. What I'll just advise you is grow older. And like your hustle, Pia. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe just to encourage.
Growing older means avoid mistakes zenye vijana wanafanya. Don't be in a hurry. Behave like an old man when fixing a machine, because you know these machines are very expensive. And allow somebody to use. I think, is Ibu around? Hii speaker ikiungua, if you are somebody who is coming to fix it, rewind it, then tell them use 2 Sundays to see if it's okay, then pay me. You now earn the interest of Ibu and even the church. But if you finish, even if we have not tested it, umeshasema nimeshapigia dereva wa Noah kwa hapo, niko na kazi nyingine Nairobi. Nyi mtest, mtanipigia simu, but nataka pesa yangu. You see? That is that. So grow older.
Yes. Experience is key.
Let me just add something. He has answered it well, but I can just tell, since he has called himself young, in terms of service, people look at the quality you offer. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Just offer quality service. The service will sell your name. If you do a job and it is not a repeat job is what Dan is saying. When you do something, then they have to call another fundi. That one will make you go out of the market very fast. But if you do something, let that customer tell another customer, there is a young man who fixed it, and I've never had a problem with it again. That is the only way you can make it in the market. Thank you.
Ni nyingine? Kama uko na swali. Kama uko na swali uswalishe. Cameraman anasema ako na swali.
Praise God. I think there's a question that I don't know if they answered it before we came in, but it's about debts within our businesses. There reaches a time that when you are doing your business, you are aiming to maybe expand. It could be in terms of operation or maybe your geography, and you are looking for finances. So how do you know when you can, how do you gauge the type of loan you need or the amount? How do you maneuver about the financing when your business starts to grow and starts demanding more investments in terms of cash, and you don't have that cash, so you have to seek some finance from somewhere? Thank you.
Who are you directing the question to? Or anybody can answer? Gideon hujaongea? Ama Gideon ameongea juzi? Anybody who is ready to?
Well, I think you are.
Nasikia madam ndio pia watu wanataka kusikia sauti yake sana.
Yeah. Thank you so much. But I think your question is so broad, considering the nature of your business. Because sometimes you could start a business, and by the time people start knowing about you, you are that appetite to grow. It is better to first take time to grow. Do not seek into financing first, because sometimes you can enter into trouble trying to grow very fast. Like children, we grow slowly. You grow and you take time. Before you get to walk, you start by crawling. you crawl for a while. You even suffer a little bit. And then before you know it, you are starting to hold on the tables. So don't be quick to seek for financing when you get 2 or 3 deals that are, they are enticing you so much, and you think that whatever you are selling is what is really essential at that point. But in terms of business, I would advise that you go slowly. Don't seek financing when you have not even recouped whatever you invested in your business. Then after that now, when you have grown and had some muscles, that is when you can now seek financing, because you will have learned the dynamics in that business. Do not rush into seeking financing first.
Just to add on what you have said,
Yes.
financing is not bad if you have knowledge. Knowledge is a starting point. Business is a risk. If you have enough knowledge about what you want to do with the money, you have done in business we call it calculated risk. If you have done your calculated risk, I'll take 100,000 today, do this deal, pay the loan, and I've made my money, it's okay. But just like you said, everything in business starts with knowledge. Get the knowledge first before you go to financing. And then, if I go to the side of academics, because I told you I'm also in academics, we have what we call equity debt ratio. Equity debt ratio. It is advised that if you are borrowing, don't borrow more than 33% of your capital. Because if you borrow more than 33% of your capital, what happens? Then there is a high risk of you going into what we call insolvency. Insolvency is whereby if they sell all that you have, it cannot pay your debts. So there are also those telltale signs of how much you can borrow and when you can borrow.
Wow, great. I hope